says, Sarvasastradhi Piyusha, Sarvavedaika Satpala, Sarvasiddhantaratnadya, Sarvalokaika Drikrita, Sarva Bhagavada Prana, Srimad Bhagavada Prabhu, Kalidandoditaditya, Sri Krishna Parivartita, Paramananda Pataya, Prema Vakshaksharayate, Sarvada Sarvasevyaya, Sri Krishnaya Namostume, Mateka Bandho, Matsangin Madgoro Man Mahadana, मन निस्तारक मद्भाग्य मदानंद नमोस्तुते असाधु साधु ददाइन अधिनोच्चताकरा आनामुंच कदाचिन मां प्रेमना हृत्कंठयोस्पुरा. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss because your syllables shower down pure love of God. You are to be served by everyone, always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion, and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. Bhutairmahadbir ye imam puro vibhor निर्माय चेते यतमूष पुरुषः भुङ्क्ते गुणान् षोडश षोडशात्मक सो अलङ्कृशिष्ट भगवान् बचांसि मे. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who enlivens the materially created bodies of the elements by lying down within the universe, who is in his Purusha incarnation, causes the living being to be subjected to the 16 divisions of material modes, which are his generator. Please be pleased to decorate my statements. Mukam karoti vachalam pungam langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Sri Gurum Deenadharanam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 3, Verse 11. Today we will see verse 11 till 17. So Gajendra is praying nicely. How he is praying? Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. Krishna gives us the memory power. We don't have memory power. We don't have anything. He gives us the memory power so that even an animal can recite prayers. If Krishna willing, animal can also recite prayers. If not, nothing can be done. Some may be a scholar, but they cannot recite prayers. But Gajendra is an animal, but he is reciting prayers. That is by the pure mercy of the Lord. That's why the Gajendra is feeling very grateful to the Lord. In the prayers, we can see how he is overwhelmed with bhakti and he is calling the Lord. He understood that he is a servant. Krishna is definitely going to help him. So he is saying nice, wonderful prayers. That is possible by the mercy of the Lord. We see this kind of condition in many devotees. When Dhruva Maharaj did tapasya, he was staunchly doing tapasya. So by the power of his meditation, Lord appeared before him. When Lord appeared before him, he is small boy, right? Somehow he did tapasya by the mercy of spiritual master. Now Lord is here. He is not able to say anything. Then Lord touched Dhruva Maharaja with conch. And the words and the prayers started coming. This is the flow. That intelligence, that knowledge is given by the Lord. So Gajendra, there is no way that elephant is generally meant for this dull-headedness. It's not a very intelligent animal. That's why when Indradumna Maharaja was cursed by the Agastya Rishi, he said, you become a dull-headed elephant. Generally, animals are dull only because they don't have the higher intelligence. Higher intelligence is to surrender to Krishna. But now Gajendra is able to pray nicely, prayers of surrender. It was possible by the mercy of the Lord. The Lord within the heart is giving him the knowledge to recite prayers. So that's why we say that Bhakti Yoga is best, comparing to other Ashtanga Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Many paths are there. But Bhakti path depends. We take the help of the Lord to reach the Lord. Bhakti Yoga means it is carried out by the Lord himself. We surrender and everything else is carried out. But that surrender we have to do. If we don't surrender, then what he will do? We have to say, like, okay, who will recite the verse? You should raise your hand. Yes, I. Whether I recite nicely or not, that doesn't matter. But you have to have the willingness to recite, right? So that's the thing. You have to say that I surrender to you. Then Krishna makes arrangements for anything. What is your goal? That he will arrange. So being animal, is there any way animal can go back home back to Godhead, or animals do devotional service? No way. But he is exceptional. Exceptional because now Krishna showed his mercy on him, so that in future all the devotees will say many prayers as, oh, you have given mercy to elephant Gajendra. Oh Lord, you have given mercy to elephant. So many prayers are there which mentions Gajendra's name. Future devotees, they're asking the Lord, oh Lord, you have shown your mercy to Gajendra. Why not me? So that confidence Krishna wanted to give to the future devotees. So it's beautiful that he is beautifully narrating, he is glorifying the Supreme Lord. So here he says only by Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is realized by pure devotees who act in transcendental existence of Bhakti Yoga. He is the bestower of uncontaminated happiness and is the master of the transcendental world. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Gajendra is very clear in his prayers. He's not calling any demigods. He's very, very clear. He says that he is realized by pure devotees who transcendentally existed in Bhakti Yoga. If somebody, like for example, we are all awarded, we are all given with sadhana bhakti, which is pure. Srila Prabhupada gave us all of us the opportunity to take up pure devotional service. The time we chant the holy name, the time we recite, we hear Bhagavatam, all these things are quality devotional service. Other times our mind goes here and there and we are here and there. But that time we give, right? That is pure. Chanting the holy name is pure. Reading Bhagavatam is pure. Other times, other minutes which we spend in our life may be pure or may not be pure. Okay. So we are now in the bus. We are in the path placed by Srila Prabhupada. So he's saying, so that devotees only can understand Krishna. Nobody else. Through devotional service. Unless we perform devotional service, it is not possible to understand Krishna. So, Bhaktayamam abhijanati, yash, yavan yash chasmi tatvatah. Who can understand Krishna? Only devotees can understand Krishna. Otherwise, it is not it is not possible. He will not reveal himself. Krishna will not reveal himself to anybody else. And the next verse, he is saying he is bestower of uncontaminated happiness. So what is this uncontaminated happiness? In this world, we are all enjoying life, and enjoyment is there, happiness is there, suffering is there. But the happiness in this material world will also become suffering. Here it is described, the happiness in this material world is also a suffering only. The suffering is a suffering, happiness is also a suffering. That's why he's saying that he gives us the uncontaminated happiness, means that is real happiness. We haven't experienced the real happiness at all. We are now understanding the shadow of happiness. We don't know what is real happiness. So who will give us the real happiness? Krishna. He will give us the uncontaminated happiness. We don't even know what is happiness. In this material world, we don't know what is happiness. We are running here and there for flickering happiness, but that's all temporary. And he is the master of the transcendental world. He is master of the material world also. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances. So he is saying that I want to offer my respectful obeisances to the Supreme. So he is calling him, not any demigods. So he is clear in his prayer that he wants to see the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here, this word for Naishkarmyam, here, Naishkarmena Vipashchita, it is many times. The Naishkarmyam means transcendental activities. Prabhupada is writing. Naishkarmya. And actually, for this word, for Mayavadis, Naishkarmya means no activity. Stop that activity. If you stop the activity, then karma is closed. That's that understanding of Mayavadis, impersonalist. They say that if you act, only karma will come. We don't act. It's not possible to remain without action. That we have seen in the Bhagavad Gita itself. Nobody can refrain from actions. Even if somebody is a sadhu, a renounced person, he has to eat, sleep, walk, go, come. So action is there. We cannot refrain from action. So Naishkarmyam here means that activities in Krishna consciousness. As Prabhupada is saying that 9 activities, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedam. All these activities in Krishna consciousness are Naishkarmyam, which will not bind us here. That kind of activity is mentioned here. So, one acts in Naishkarmya when he fully engages in Krishna consciousness without material desires. Anya Bilashita Sunyam. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulyena Krishnanusilanam Bhaktiruttama. So unless we become a high class devotee, it is not possible to understand Krishna either. So that's why it is always, we are always pushed towards pure devotional service. To understand Krishna, to get Krishna Prema, we need to do pure devotional service. Otherwise, this Anya Bilashita Sunyam, we should not have any material desires. So, in the beginning stage, we can devotile our desires in Krishna consciousness. And gradually, our only desire is to please Krishna. Gradually, we should advance like this. Okay. Verse 12, very nice also. This is Namaha Shantaya Goraya Mudhaya Gunadharmine Nirviseshaya Samyaya Namo Jnana Ganana Cha. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Vasudeva, who is all-pervading, to the Lord's fierce form as Lord Narasimhadeva, to the Lord's form as an animal, Lord Varahadeva, to Lord Dattatreya, who preached impersonalism, to Lord Buddha, and to all other incarnations. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who has no material qualities, but who accepts the 3 qualities, goodness, passion, and ignorance within this material world. I also offer my respectful obeisances unto the impersonal Brahman effulgence. So now Gajendra is praying to all the incarnations. Few incarnations he is mentioning their specific names, but later he says I'm just offering all my respectful obeisances to all the incarnations of the Lord. So he's calling Lord Vasudeva, Narasimhadeva, Varahadeva, Dattatreya, Buddha, all these incarnations. Lord's incarnations are unlimited. So Gajendra is, whomever he is remembering, he is calling their names. He's understanding that all these incarnations are none other than Krishna. None other than Krishna. So he is calling. And he is saying one thing, that he appears in the material world. He comes to the material world, but he is not affected by the three modes. But he takes the three modes. He accepts the three qualities. How to understand this? He accepts the three qualities, like he has three guna avatars, no? This Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Vishnu. Guna avatars. So he takes the guna, the modes, but he is not affected by that. These three avatars are guna avatars. Lord Brahma is in the mode of passion for creation. Lord Shiva is in the mode of ignorance for destruction. Lord Vishnu is in the mode of goodness for maintenance. So he is mentioning that though he accepts the three qualities, but he is not affected by them. The modes will not affect them, but he takes them. He uses the modes to perform activity in the material world. Okay, so he is saying, I also offer my respectful obeisances unto the impersonal Brahman effulgence. Why impersonal Brahman effulgence? Brahman effulgence is everywhere. Everywhere. Here we see the Brahmans everywhere. The light which is there in the material world everywhere is the effulgence from the body of the Lord. So here in this material world also we have Brahman pervaded everywhere. So he is saying, yeah, I am offering my respectful obeisances to Brahman effulgence also. So here Prabhupada is saying, he's taking up many important words, key words, and he's explaining them. Like especially Jnana Ganaya Cha. Jnana Ganaya Cha, who is in knowledge or impersonal Brahman. So those, it is referring to those whose knowledge has become solidified by dint of their searching for the Lord through speculative philosophical understanding. Superficial knowledge is useless for understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but when one's knowledge becomes extremely intense and deep, one understands Vasudeva. How one can understand Krishna? Like he is everywhere, in everything. So for that, one should be in deep devotion, pure devotion. When their devotion is deep and intense, then they understand. Everywhere they can see the Lord. So Prabhupada is quoting that verse, Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. To understand that Krishna, Vasudeva is everything, it takes many, many lifetimes. Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Not one lifetime one can attain this. In one lifetime, attaining that Krishna is everything is not possible. It is not possible. Say, in Bhagavad Gita, there is a verse, Chaturvida Bhajante Mam. There are 4 kinds of pious people approach the Lord. Okay. So the next verse is, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavam Mam Prapadyate. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. So to understand Krishna, to understand Vasudeva is everything, one has to take many, many, many lifetimes. When it happens, the Chaturvida Bhajante Mam, pious people come to Krishna for some material motives, and from there they have to take many lifetimes to reach that Krishna is all in all, everything. So it starts from here. So many scholars says that it is not in one lifetime one can attain. It takes many lifetimes. If you really want to attain Krishna in one lifetime, one should be very, very serious. Very serious. Then it is possible. Prabhupada is saying that one should become very serious in devotional service. then attaining Krishna is not possible. At least we should endeavor. It's possible or not, it is not in our hands. We may try, but it is awarded by the Supreme Lord. Whether we are sincere or not, that will be visible to the Supreme Lord. He is there within the heart as Paramatma, and he knows the inner motives. So he is the deciding authority. He is the correcting teacher. You can write the examination. You feel that I have done very nicely. But after the marks come, only you will understand, oh, I didn't study properly. I didn't produce it properly. I might study nicely, but I have to apply it in my life properly. Theoretically, we are all okay. We know Anya Bilashita Sunyam. But how much I apply in my life, that is more important. Then the examiner understands, oh, this person is qualified, this person is not qualified. So for that, we need to be under someone very strongly, and we have to take up the guidance perfectly and go ahead with that guidance. Then advancement in spiritual life may be possible. Otherwise, we can remain here as superficial. Superficially, we can take initiation, follow everything. Maybe this may take a Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Every life we come here, take initiation, and be like normal people and die, come again, die, come again. So we need to be really serious to grab the attention of the Lord. Like Gajendra is really serious to take the attention, to beg the attention of the Supreme Lord. He is very, you see the prayers, we can understand how he is praying. Then in verse 13, he says, I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are the super soul, the superintendent of everything, and the witness of all that occurs. You are the supreme person, the origin of material nature, and the total material energy. You are also the owner of the material body. Therefore, you are the supreme complete. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So, Krishna is everything, and everything belongs to him. You are the super soul. He is there within our heart, super soul. We are soul and he is super soul. And he is in charge of everything, superintendent. He is controller, maintainer, everything he is in charge of everything. And witness is, he can see everything. You are the supreme person and origin of material nature. So the material nature is also his property only, his energy. And he is the owner of the total material energy, and he is the owner of our body, material body. Therefore, you are supreme complete. So the material nature is working under him. He says many times, Maya dakshena prakriti suyate cha characharam. Hetu nanena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. Maya dakshena, the world is under my control. It's completely under control. He knows everything. He is Kshetragna. Kshetragna means one who is living in the field. In this field, this is the material body. In this field, there are two persons, two Kshetragna, which we studied in chapter 13 in Bhagavad Gita. Kshetragna, knower of the field, knower of the body. Guna means knower. Kshetra means body. Knower of the body. So there are two. One is super soul. He knows everyone's body. We know, not even we completely know our body. We can know this is my body. The body is given to us, but we don't know many things within this body. We don't know what is there in the back. Right? Many parts we don't know. What is the inside we don't know. We know partially. This is my body. But the complete knower is Krishna. Kshetragna is Krishna. So this body belongs to him. That's why Kulasekara Alvar beautifully praying. Recently, I memorized one verse in Mukundamala Stotra. In that, he is beautifully praying that this body, in the heart, my mind, my heart belongs to Krishna. So, Kamadeva, the Manmada, this Mohana, please don't be here. Go away. Madana Parihara Stitham Madiye Manasi Mugunda Padara Vindadamni Haranayana Krishna Anukrishosi Smarasina Chakra Parakram Murare. Oh, Ye. Oh, Madana. Madana means the Kamadeva. Cupid personality. Please leave my heart. Don't be here. This is the place of the lotus feet of the Lord. Manasi Mugunda Padara Vinda Damni. This is the place of lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of God, Lord Mugunda. Haranayana Krishnanu Krishosi. So Hara means Lord Shiva. Do you remember? Lord Shiva burnt you once. So now my Lord is having Sudarshan Chakra in the hand. Smarasina Chakra, don't forget. Chakra Parakram Murare. Murari is having chakra in his hand. So that is my Lord. So please go away. So this heart, the Kulasekara are beautifully praying that the heart belongs to Krishna. So in that he is going, his lotus feet are there. So why you are here? You go away. You don't be here. You go away. So he is saying that Cupid personality. Because the Cupid personality destroys our life. Like Maya only. Cupid is like Maya only. So Kulasekara is kicking out the Cupid. So the body, the mind, everything belongs to Krishna. That's what Gajendra is saying. Everything is yours. Verse 14. My Lord, you are the observer of all the objectives of the senses. Without your mercy, there is no possibility of solving the problem of doubts. The material world is just like a shadow resembling you. Indeed, one accepts this material world as real because it gives a glimpse of your existence. Because this is shadow, we see in Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, we see that the Ashwatha, the inverted banyan tree. The tree is inverted. So we see the shadow of the spiritual world. Everything we see in this world is like a shadow, like a duplicate of spiritual world. So everything is possible because the solution is not possible unless Krishna helps us. If there is no possibility of solving the problem of doubts without his mercy, if Krishna is there, Krishna is willing, then things will happen. Otherwise, there is no possibility. One may be very, very powerful person, very, very rich person, very, very great person, but it may not happen. We see in the world every day. Great doctors cannot solve the disease. They cannot cure the disease unless Krishna says yes. A great scientist cannot invent something unless Krishna says yes. So this anything in this material world can be done if Krishna says yes, otherwise it won't. So the result, any action has the result in Krishna's hand. He is the one who is doing everything. So whatever we see here is the shadow here. Next verse 15. My Lord, you are the cause of all causes, but you yourself have no cause. You don't have any cause. Govindam Adi Purusham. Therefore, you are the wonderful cause of everything. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. You are the shelter of the Vedic knowledge contained in the Shastras like the Pancharatras and Vedanta Sutras, which are your representations, which are the source of Parampara system, because it is you who can give liberation. You are the only shelter of all transcendentalists. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you. All these prayers again and again says one thing. Gajendra is praying only to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not to the demigods. Because he clearly says that he has no cause. There is no cause. He is Adi Purusha. The Gajendra's prayers, many scholars, when they describe, they say that Gajendra is very clearly calling Krishna as Adi. Adi means original. Adi Mula means he is the source of everything. So this word in Gajendra prayer is a key word, that he is calling only Krishna. Only the Supreme is calling. So he is taking shelter of him. So he says that all the Shastras are from him only. So the Vedic knowledge, you are the shelter of the Vedic knowledge. All the Vedas, Vedanta Sutras, Pancharatras, everything is your representation. You are the source of Guru Parampara system. Parampara starts with Krishna. So you only can give liberation. Nobody else can give liberation. Other things, Krishna himself empowers the demigods to give many things, but not liberation. That's what we see with Lord Shiva also, Lord Brahma also. They clearly declare that we can help you with other material problems, but we cannot give you liberation. With Hiranyakashipu, Lord Brahma is saying, you are asking for deathless life, but I myself is going to die. I cannot award you this boon. Lord Shiva also says that the moksha is given by Lord Vishnu only. I cannot do that. So they are very clear that liberation is given, can be given only by Krishna, nobody else. So we have to take shelter of such Supreme Lord. So we need to, whether we have material, see in the beginning itself, we cannot renounce everything, right? So this stage of Anyabhilashita Sunyam will not happen to everyone. Then how to solve this? Prabhupada is saying, Akama Sarvakamo va Moksha Kama Udaradi, Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Ejete Prashampara. You have material desire, no problem. You have no material desire, no problem. You have desire for liberation, no problem. At whatever desire you have desire, no desire, you please surrender to Krishna. Ejete Purusham Param. Ejete Purusham Param, the Supreme Personality. Please surrender to Supreme Personality. That's what it is mentioned, that even we have material desire. Okay, because in one stroke we cannot cross the material desire, stop the material desire. But gradually we can achieve that. So for that we need to take shelter of Krishna. Verse 16. This is these prayers of up to 17. It covers that how Lord is. There are four points about taking supreme shelter of the Lord. That's why I'm going to complete until 17. Lord is the supreme father. Lord is the supreme director. Lord is the supreme cause. Now we have seen. Now Lord is the supreme enlightener, who gives you enlightenment. And Lord is supremely merciful. These two. So that's why I have taken up to 17, verse 17. So we are now in verse 16. Gajendra is saying, my Lord, as the fire in Arni wood is covered, you and your unlimited knowledge are covered by the material modes of nature. Your mind, however, is not attentive to the activities of the modes of nature. Those who are advanced in spiritual knowledge are not subject to the regulative principles directed in the Vedic literatures, because such advanced souls are transcendental. You personally appear in their pure minds. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So the one who has taken devotional life, okay, Krishna gives them the enlightenment. As I said in the beginning of this class, Krishna gave the intelligence to speak for Duruva. So he gives the enlightenment. Otherwise, a devotee cannot even pray. So Prabhupada is quoting Tesham Yevan Kampartam Aham Agyanajam Tama Nashayami Atma Bhavosto Jnana Deepena Bhashvata. The living entities are covered by ignorance. But a jiva, a devotee who surrenders to Krishna, So Tesham Evan Ghampatam. If somebody is having unconditional devotional service, somebody is surrendered to him, then he gives that knowledge which destroys the ignorance. So Gajendra is the best example for that. He was born as an animal. So in this animal is completely in ignorance. But who gave the enlightenment? That's why Gajendra is praying. You see how you made me to pray. You are giving me enlightenment. You are the protector. You are the controller. You are giving me the knowledge to speak, to call you. So he is the one who gives us the intelligence to pray also. So without that, nothing will happen. So he's saying, you are giving me the enlightenment. Even without going through the Vedic literature, a devotee becomes pure and enlightened by the mercy of the Lord. Therefore, my Lord, the devotee says, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. You see, many great devotees, they are not very scholars. One may become a scholar, but it is not compulsory they become a devotee. Some they recite the Vedas and Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, top to bottom, bottom to top, like, they memorize the Bhagavad Gita slokas. It is not necessarily they become devotee. Sometimes a pure devotee may not be well versed in all these Vedic literatures, but by Krishna's mercy, they are devotees, great devotees. That we can see. We can see in the life of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He was guru of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is scholar, but his guru is a pure devotee, but he is not well versed in Vedic literatures or Sanskrit scholar, nothing like that. But he is pure. So that's Krishna's mercy that they are powerful. They become pure devotee. Last verse means for this class. Since an animal such as I has surrendered unto you, you are supremely liberated. Certainly, you will release me from this dangerous position. Indeed, being extremely merciful, you instantly try to deliver me. By your partial feature as Paramatma, you are situated in the hearts of all embodied beings. You are celebrated as direct transcendental knowledge, and you are unlimited. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here, he accepts that I am an animal. So, who can liberate one person? Who can liberate? One who is liberated can liberate. Otherwise, not possible. See, for example, if somebody is drowning in a sea or in a river, one who knows swimming only can help the other person. Otherwise, if he doesn't know swimming, how he can help him? So that's why the guru should be self-realized. I thought of this point. Many ladies wants to become guru nowadays. It's not possible because self-realization is very difficult for women in the womanly body. Possible, very exceptional case. So unless one becomes a self-realized person, they are not supposed to become guru. So they cannot give the knowledge also. So this point we should always remember that if we surrender, we should surrender to a self-realized person. And that is in the choosing a guru part. Now here, Gajendra is surrendered to Krishna because he is the one who can award you liberation. No, not any demigods. He's perfectly saying no demigods can liberate me. Only a liberated person, one who can award liberation, can do this. So I surrender to Krishna. So all this prayer says that Krishna is supreme and I surrender to that supreme. Nobody else. He's very boldly praying. Some people, they are like a little bit scared, afraid, that if I only depend on Krishna, will this work? Even devotees have that fear in their mind. Oh, what will happen? Let me depend on this. Let me depend on that. No, depend only on Krishna. Surrender means that is only to Krishna and surrender completely to him. That's what Gajendra is repeatedly saying, that though I am an animal, you showed your mercy on me. So you can only give me liberation. I surrender to you. This prayer is full surrender. I surrender to you. Please protect me. Correct. So we complete up to 17th verse. I have just, because each verse is a big ocean verse, so I just touched a few points here and there. Anuragini, yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Accept my humble obeisance. Mataji, actually, Gajendra is taking shelter at lotus feet of Krishna. So, but in the present, in this Kali Yuga, actually, this Vancha Kalpada Rupesha Kripa Sindhubhye Vache Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. So, we should take like a shelter at the lotus feet of Vaishnava, so we can. So, Krishna.
If you take shelter of Vaishnavas, means taking shelter of Krishna only.
Krishna only.
It's not that Vaishnavas are different and Krishna is different.
Yeah.
Not like that. Through Vaishnavas, we take shelter of Krishna.
No, Vaishnava means that's a pure devotee like Guru Maharaj. Like
Vaishnavas, they give you holy name. We are not chanting Vaishnava's name. Through Vaishnava.
So Guru Vaishnavas.
They say that you take shelter. Ultimate shelter is Krishna, but we are linked.
Through them, we are reaching Krishna.
We surrender to Krishna.
Okay. So, and then Rajakula Sekhar prayer you were telling about that heart is for Lord Hari. But Krishna is the supreme person. So, in this everything, this world created, everything is Krishna's. So, but here it is so miseries and all, everything. Yeah, it's Dukkalaya Shashvatam. But if we are at progressing devotion service, so even though some situation happens, even we plan to do good, but sometimes by mistakenly we did do some fault. So how can by mercy of Krishna only we can get rid of all those things? So how this situation we can surpass, Mataji? So if you're spiritually doing some good, but unfortunately it happens some mistake.
Mistakes will happen. Definitely mistakes will happen, are going to happen. Krishna will see that if your intention is good, then he will protect you from that sin or from that mistake. See here, you take the case.
But internally we are praying, mind level. But still that the situation happens, will be remembering like twice and thrice. Like that.
Gajendra you take. Gajendra was very good devotee in his previous life as Indradumna. Very good devotee. He didn't do any mistake. He was in trance when Agastya Rishi came. When somebody is in trance, how he can give obeisances to a Rishi? You tell me. When you're closing your eyes and chanting, if somebody comes, you don't know. You don't know. So same thing. It is not mistake of Indradumna Maharaja. But he was cursed. He was cursed. But that curse, Krishna has a plan. Once you surrender to Krishna, you may commit mistake also, but he will take responsibility. So he got the curse. That curse is good for Gajendra. In 2 lifetimes, he left it. Otherwise, imagine he is Indradumna Maharaja only. Take many lifetime as devotee. Come here, go here, come here, go here. Maybe 10 lifetimes. But Krishna had a plan. Okay, let Indradumna Maharaj become cursed by Agastya Rishi. Then next lifetime, let him become elephant. Let him caught hold by the crocodile. Woohoo! Demigod. He is also a demigod. Cursed by somebody, so he become a crocodile. So all these things he planned. So once you become a devotee, but intentionally, be careful. Intentionally, you should not do any mistake or any offense. You be very careful in your devotional life. Rest will be taken care.
Yeah, okay.
You say theoretically also you say, I surrender to Krishna, I surrender to this. Surrender is very important. Very, very important. You say, I surrender to Krishna every day. Whether you surrender or not, at least theoretically you say.
Mind level, theoretically we should say to Lord, convey to Lord.
Gradually you will know what is surrender. Anukulyasa sankalpa.
Yeah, yes.
That you will become. You'll become gradually. Your spiritual master and the Guru Parampara will catch your ears and then
Yeah,
pull you.
pull out.
Yeah, come. You are here. Okay, get slapped. Instead of getting slapped from Maya, better to get slapped from Guru Maharaj and senior devotees. Get slaps and then rectify yourself and then go in the path of surrender.
Okay, Mataji.
Correct. He will take care, don't worry. Follow the process. But if you commit any mistakes or offenses, immediately understand that and ask for forgiveness. Like
Yeah, okay.
we see the case of Parikshit Maharaj. Krishna had a nice plan for Parikshit Maharaj. He protected Parikshit Maharaj when he was in the womb. We all know from Brahmastra. Ashwadama put the Brahmastra to kill Parikshit Maharaj when he was in the mother's womb. That time he protected him. But when he was cursed by the 12-year-old Brahmana by Shringi, Krishna didn't come. Parikshit Maharaj didn't ask Krishna, I am such a good devotee, I am the emperor of the whole world, I did a small mistake. He understood, I made a mistake, I should be punished. He's crying. Parikshit Maharaj says, I should be punished. I should be punished. But it is all for his goodness because Krishna wanted Bhagavatam from Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj had to come back home, back to Godhead. All these things, Krishna's plan. So surrender to Krishna, even it may seems to be negative, some things happening in our life may seem to be negative, but surrender unto him. Be careful. When you make mistake, you have to ask for forgiveness, like Parikshit Maharaj. It is not the mistake done by Parikshit Maharaj is not a person who can offend a rishi. But he offended, that's because of Krishna pushed him. Make that mistake.
Okay.
Like that, Bhagavatam, some stories are there which we will, like how Chitraketu commented on Lord Shiva and got cursed by Mother Parvati, which we will go later. Now we will go to the next question. Vanita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I have a general question, Mataji. Someone asked me about this. So I am not sure what is correct or wrong. So, is it anything, Mataji, the women should not wear that Narsimha Kavach? Is there anything mentioned, Mataji?
Generally, Narsimha Kavacha, our spiritual master is not allowing anyone to wear. Because, devotees, Narsimha Kavacha is there, but we should have a complete understanding of the bhakti process which we are taken up. Now only we are talking about surrender. A surrendered devotee, 100% know that he will be taken care. Then why we have this Narsimha Kavacha and, wearing. This is for men also, women also, it is not advised. If you are not a devotee, then wear Narsimha Kavacha. If you are a devotee, you chant the holy name, you become proper devotee. For women, maybe they might have told for women gets menstruation and all these things for that. But many devotees in ISKCON, men and women both, they wear Narsimha Kavacha. But they don't have a proper understanding about bhakti, then they depend on all these things. Oh, so it is like ordering the Lord. Oh, this Kavacha, please protect me. Like that. What for you need protection? You need protection from birth, death, disease, old age. Anyway, it is going to come. So we order Nrsimhadev to protect us. So this concept for devotees who wants to wear Nrsimha Kavacha, let them wear. You don't wear.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Kantimala is there, chanting is there. Kantimala is there, chanting is there. Depend on Krishna. Krishna is there. He will protect you. This is for maybe non-devotees. Nrsimha Kavacha is maybe for non-devotees who don't do anything. Let them wear.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
You tell that you please take up devotion to that person's. You tell them, please take up devotion. No need for this. If they don't take up devotion, then let them wear this. Women or men. But women, for this reason, they might have told. Because women gets menstruation, so putting Nrsimha Kavacha. Yeah, Anuragini.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Past 10, 12 years, I'm wearing Kavacha Mataji. Because it's like a fashion, they are distributing.
Yes,
Kavacha.
it's also a kind of business here.
So everyone comes, no? So
some devotees, they wear golden Kavacha. You know, there is a gold business going on in this. They have golden Kavacha. And when Prabhupada never told all these things, but we are wearing Tulsi, and also in this, so many are hanging, so many this thing, you know. I have seen devotees wearing so many other things. So why not be simple in this, no? Tulsi Mala itself denotes that you are a devotee.
yeah,
You are a
yes.
surrendered. 3 rounds means you are a surrendered person. Surrendered person. Process is given. Why all these things? So this is, and that too, when they come to this golden Nrsimha Kavacha, I was little, and I myself went to buy such things and give used to, because devotees, I am in Mayapur, they tell Mataji, get us golden Nrsimha Kavacha. And then the empty golden Nrsimha Kavacha is available, and you have to buy it from a gold shop. And then in that, they write Nrsimha prayers and then keep inside it. What it means? That means you don't get death, you will not get disease, you will not get all these things. What from that? You tell me. Not wearing Nrsimha Kavacha. I am asking the devotees who wear Nrsimha Kavacha. Why you are wearing?
That's why I'm telling everyone are giving. Yeah,
Krishna will protect you or not? I am asking you.
Yeah, he will protect
you. But when that doesn't mean that you will not die. You will die or not? You tell me. If
yeah,
not,
sure, we will leave the body.
Neck, will you die or not? You will die. You are going to. Will you get disease or not? You are going to get disease. So then why? What for? Your bhakti? You want him to protect your bhakti? Bhakti will be protected when you follow the process properly. That is in your hands only. So, what do you want the Lord to do? This is my question to those who wear this. But personally, I don't say anything to anyone. If they don't have that level of understanding, I say, okay, I will get you. This silver one is 450 rupees, 350 rupees. I used to buy, courier it.
Mataji, here and all 1,108.
I don't know their price. Here, buy Nrsimha Kavacha, and then if somebody personally asks, like in the class, I have to tell the truth, which my spiritual master taught me. So I tell the truth. So if you want to follow bhakti process, no need all these things. Correct?
Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. One more question regarding this only, Mataji.
Yeah.
I saw many people wearing that silver kanthi, silver black tulasi with silver
Mix
chain
up.
or something. Mix, yes, Mataji.
They want to do some dilution. Let them do dilution.
Okay.
If you want to wear silver, you wear silver. No, why is it Tulsi? Tulsi, women are allowed to wear gold, silver, diamond, anything. You wear all those things.
It
Why in
it
the
will be
name of
mentioned
God
as
you mix up?
uh,
This is my question. Some they are allergic to pure Tulsi. So they say that no, I'm mixing with gold or mixing with. Anyway, don't dilute anything. This is my understanding. If you want to wear gold, you wear gold. If you want to wear silver, you wear gold, silver. And the why in the Tulsi? Tulsi means Tulsi, pure Tulsi you wear, no. That's not recommended. But some variations are there.
yes, Mataji. My question is it authentic, Mataji? It means that we wear kanti.
You've seen Prabhupada wearing that silver mixed or gold mixed? No. That's what
Okay.
Prabhupada did.
Thank you so much.
Told, oh, followers, please mix with silver and gold and then wear this Tulsi. Then you can wear. No, wear. He suggested us to wear Tulsi Kanti Mala only, nothing else. In that also some fashion, big things are there that they wear. This big something hanging. But nothing like that. You wear simple Kanti Mala, that's all. No dilution.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Any other question? Okay. Thank you very much. Next week we cannot have class because next week is Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja day. So the next week we can continue. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpadaribhasya kripa sindhu. Thank you, Hare Krishna.